Hey folks, Jim Thomas here, Fitness Management and Consulting, and welcome to our channel today. I appreciate y'all being here. And if you're new to the channel, if you're finding us that very first time, welcome as well. It's good to have you. And our topic for you today, it's here's why many gym businesses fail. Here's why many gym businesses fail. Or here's how many gym businesses almost fail before they get help, to get this figured out. Now, before we get into our topic here today, just a quick reminder, my focus, my mission here in the channel is I want to be able to provide as much information as I can to as many people as I can, across the globe. And the best way I can do that is when you choose to subscribe to the channel. So if you've not yet done so, please take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. And then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business to that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help with funding with up to $400,000 in financing. It is unsecured. There's no restrictions on use. The basic qualification for it is a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all three credit bureaus, Equifax, Experian, and TransUnion, and a minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the two previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding for more information on that particular program, as well as additional information on other programs that are available to you as well. And so with that said, let's get into our topic here, and it's here's why many gym businesses fail, or almost fail, if they can get some help and get things turned around. And so here's the first one I want to talk about, which, no surprise, they run out of money. I get calls all the time from folks. We're about ready to run out of money. Can you help? Now, let me kind of comment on that a little bit. I was asked this question, a while back. I was doing an interview, with a magazine, and they said, Jim, what's the most challenging part of consulting in the gym industry? And my answer was, and this has kind of always been my answer, is, the gym owner won't call until the patient's on the operating table. Patient's on the operating table, i.e., I'm running out of money. Where if you would have called 60, 90 days ago and you still had that money, we got a much greater chance. Almost always probably can get it fixed in many cases. Whereas if you're on the operating table, a little different story, right? So we run out of money. And so just a few thoughts on this whole thing of running out of money. Yeah, there's a lot of clubs, and we help a lot of clubs that kind of get started without a lot of money. It doesn't mean you want to stay in that situation. You want to work your way out of that situation. So first things first, we have to make sure we're generating revenue. We're generating income, okay? Sales is the oxygen to your business. So we have to make sure we have this plan to generate revenue, generate income. We have to cut programs aren't working. We have to cut them. If people aren't producing, we have to look for different situations for them. Okay, if you're in an existing club and it's kind of bumping along, now's not the time to test. We want to go with things that are proven. The other thing, at some level, where you like to get with this is you like to have at least 1 month's operating in the bank or line of credit or whatever it might be, right? If it costs you 30, 40, 50,000 to run your business, you want to have that much available. You don't want to find yourself to the point where, hey, I can't hire this really good person or I can't do this marketing because I don't have the money. Okay, but you want to get those strategies in place, and those strategies are available. We've had great success with a lot of folks all across the globe, really, on coming up with different strategies to get that fixed in terms of running out of money. But money's the thing. You're going to have it. The more you can have going into it, the easier. Okay, if you bootstrap it, which can be done, just make sure you have strategies to kind of work our way through that. Okay. Number two on why so many gym businesses fail, it's a lack of research. A lack of research. Here's what I mean by this. Researching your competition. Okay? Whether you're you've been there for 10 years, existing owner, been there for 10 years. You just bought an existing club, you're going to open one new. Make sure you do your research on the competition. Okay? Not only your brick and mortar, But what other competition do you have that we don't think about? How about the park and recreation area in your town? And how about online? What's the online competition look like? Because what you're looking for here is what is not being brought to the market. What do people want that they're not getting? What can you do that's so much better than everybody else? What are you going to do that's so different than what everybody else is providing? Unless you know those answers, it's going to be hard for you to separate yourself from everybody else, and consumers are just going to lump you in with them, okay, which is not always going to be a good thing, okay? So make sure you do your research. Know what's out there, okay? Know how you stack up against them. Number 3, I hear this one a fair amount, a bad partnership. I know it's not uncommon if we take on a new client and they have a partnership type situation. That's usually the first thing. Jim, how can you help me? How can you help get me out of this partnership? Okay, and so first things first on this, on the whole partnership idea. I mean, these things can be great ideas and they can work well. Make sure everything is really spelled out in advance. Okay, if the partnership's going to be, I'm going to provide my signature for a lease, I'm going to provide money, I'm going to provide line of credit, whatever it's going to be. Here's my involvement. Here's what I'm going to do. I mean, I know folks that do partnerships all the time, and one of the key ingredients to what they put in on paper is, don't call me. Okay, you're not going to be involved in the operation. Okay, make sure you really are clear on these kind of things. Okay, the do's and the don'ts, because that's usually where it gets sideways on it. Okay, you can get that bad partnership, because normally when you enter into a partnership, usually there's a trust, a respect, a friendship even. Okay, number 4 on my list on why gym businesses fail. And I'm going to say, as far as 1 and 2, I talked earlier about running out of money. That's right there at the top. Okay, you got to have funding. The second one is ineffective marketing or no marketing at all. Okay, and so here's the thing. The way I like to put it, you want the door to swing, the phone to ring, the email to ding, and the text to ping. Okay, you have to have people walking in the front door. The biggest problem that independent businesses have, independent gym owners have, no one knows who you are. Those that do, they don't have you at top of mind. Marketing component is so big. As a matter of fact, check our links below under marketing and promotion, under digital marketing. We can actually help with this. I mean, this one is so crucial because you could have the nicest facility on planet Earth, but if no one knows about it, no one's walking in the front door, it simply will not matter. Okay, so ineffective or just no marketing at all. And then what happens if it's ineffective? We kind of get paralyzed. Now we're just going to quit doing it. And it becomes the kiss of death because, again, no matter how nice you are, you've got to have the traffic flow. You've got to have people coming in. And number 5 on my list is not being an expert in the industry. Not being an expert in the industry. Here's what I mean. And I'm basing this on turnarounds that we get involved with. Virtually every single turnaround, the common denominator is this. It's a failure to properly understand and implement sales and marketing programs. That is by far number 1. Okay, you have to become an expert at sales management. And sales management is not a bad thing. It's not a heavy-handed thing. It's not a pushy thing. It's understanding how do the processes need to work. How do we follow up on it? How do we train on it? You can use this channel for a lot of it. If you want to talk, check the links below. Be happy to talk with you about this. This is so crucial because you can be the greatest expert in the world, and you could even be, things are going nicely, but at some point you hit a hiccup. You have to understand, how does that sales and marketing format work? Okay, you need to become an expert at it. Okay, that's what I see based on turnarounds we get involved with. That's where the biggest failing is. So take a look at these. 5 reasons why many gym businesses fail. If you're not heading down the path you want to, take a look at some of these. What adjustments can you make? Use the channel for more information. Feel free to call me. Happy to talk to you. We want to keep you a success. We want to keep your business going. A lot of folks depend on your business. Family depends on it. Your customers depend on it. Your vendors depend on it. There's a lot involved here. So hope you found the information beneficial. Again, my name's Jim Thomas. My company's Fitness Management and Consulting. Appreciate you being here today. If you've not yet done so, take a moment, hit that subscribe button. We appreciate it. Then to learn more about me, learn more about my company, and how we can help take your business to that next level, be sure to check out those links below. And then again, for you folks who are looking to open a new gym, you need funding. You have an existing operation, you need funding. We can help provide funding for up to $400,000 that is unsecured, no restrictions on use. It's a minimum credit score of 680 or better in all 3 credit bureaus. Minimum income of $50,000 per year each of the 2 previous years. Check out the links below under financing and funding to get more information on that program, as well as other options, for financing for your business. Again, my name is Jim Thomas. We appreciate you being here today, and we look forward to seeing you all in the next video.